Ladies and gentlemen, we call this meeting to order. If Mr. Williams will sit down and stop greeting people. It is so nice to see folks in our audience today for this great occasion. Even though we will miss Chairman Roberts so dearly, this is a great this is a great opportunity for the state of Georgia. The purpose of this meeting is to confirm the appointment of the chairman of as Director of Planning for the State Department of Transportation. Chairman Roberts has been appointed by the governor subject to the approval by a majority vote of both the House and the Senate Transportation Committees. The Director of Planning's principal responsibility shall be the development of transportation plans, including the development of a statewide strategic transportation plan and a statewide improvement program, which will be very difficult for any person in the state of Georgia, and other comprehensive plans in consultation with the board, the governor, and the commissioner. And at this time, Chairman Tommy Williams would like to say a few words about Chairman Jay Roberts.
We were trying to organize this meeting a little earlier, but we decided we need to do a whole lot more investigative work on the forensic really work. There's a lot goes on down there in Ocilla, Georgia, but we are happy to be here today. And all jokes aside, this is probably one of the most significant appointments in the state in deciding what actually gets built in Georgia and when, and you know, it's extremely important, particularly in regards to the funding that we've just placed at the hands of DOT and the planning director, and trying to determine what we really need to do in terms of solving some congestion problems and capacity building. Just to give you an example, and this is something that I have not used in explaining the reason for the funding, but on 16 in the Savannah area, in the last 2 months we've had 10 deaths. 10. And it is dangerous to drive on 16 from 95 into Savannah, or even further up. And it's because there are 2 lanes on each side, and it's a parking lot every day. It's not, these problems just don't exist in Atlanta, but deciding where this money needs to go and how critical it is takes somebody that actually knows the business, and Jay obviously understands it as well as anybody. But the other thing that you know, he's got a good business mind. He's run companies before, and he understands how to work with people and how to. But I guess more than anything is he knows how to get things accomplished. So Jay, we appreciate you offering for this, and we appreciate the governor. And it's a very important position, not to be taken lightly.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for those words. Ladies and gentlemen of the committee, again, thank you for being here this morning. And do we have any questions?
I have a question. I guess we used to call you Chairman Roberts. Now we can call you the Director Roberts.
Anything you want to.
All right. Well, the first question I have for you is, have you ever been to Dahlonega? I just want to make sure you know where Dahlonega is on the map, but in case you have forgotten, it's up 400, but we could use a lot of help up there. But my question to you is, do you you live on a farm in Ocilla? Do you have goats on your farm?
I do.
Okay. I was just curious, but thank you. Okay. Do you transport those goats on the public right away?
No, actually, right now I do not. I keep them all raised
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Senator Gooch, thank you for those excellent questions.
All right. I may have a serious question later, but thank you.
Representative Williams.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I noticed the minute I had to call you Madam Chairman, she's already chastised me, told me to take my seat, and been Chairman for 10 minutes. I was just wondering, and then I had to look, I was wearing some new glasses, because after I heard Senator Williams, I wanted to make sure we were talking about the same person. And But I see that we are. Good to have you here. Gonna miss you as chairman. I really am. You've done an excellent job. You've been a great chairman, and really appreciate all the service that you've given. And I don't have to ask you if you know where Liberty County is. I know you do. All right.
Mr. Williams, thank you so much, Representative. Other questions from our committee, joint committee?
I'd have one more question.
Sir, Senator Gooch.
I'm worried about our colleague in the Senate, Senator Harper. I'm not sure if we're going to have to get therapy for him or not. Since you're not going to be there to help him vote every day, I think we're going to need to get somebody in there to keep a watch on him.
My answer would be, you know, with the leadership of the new whip there in the Senate, I feel like he would be taken care of and be guided in the right direction on those votes.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to make a motion at the appropriate time.
There are two more questions, and I would appreciate that very much. Representative Gardner.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairwoman. Wow, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Yes. We're going to miss you, Mr. Chairman. Knowing of your keen interest in baseball, I represent the city of Atlanta, as you know, and we know that the Atlanta Braves are becoming the Cobb County Braves, and I'm wondering if you will have as much interest in making sure that the transportation issues around the TED, which may be playing Georgia State baseball, if things go the way some of us would like it to be, as you will in solving the congestion problems up around Cobb County, which are also going to be complicated.
And you just actually informed me about that Georgia State may be playing down there, and that would be great. That'd be an asset down there for that stadium in Georgia State as well. And we'll continue to look at that. I mean, I don't think we'll have quite the congestion issues we have with the Braves there, but we do need to look at that area, as always. May I say something, Madam Chairman?
Absolutely, sir.
Mr. Chairman, first of all, let me say, when I left here, I didn't have any idea I'd be back before y'all in this position. But I do want to say thank you, especially to my House members of this committee. Y'all have always been great members and very supportive, and I appreciate what all you've done for me as chairman and your cooperation. It's meant a lot to me, and I appreciate you for what you've done and what you've been doing. For my Senate colleagues, of course, Senator Gooch and Chairman Williams, we work together on a lot. I appreciate that willingness. You know, this is one of the issues that a lot of times we don't have no gamesmanship, but the House and Senate officers always work together on this report. I appreciate that. And all of your friendship. It's been an honor to serve with you. I do appreciate it.
Chairman. Senator Heath.
I was intrigued. I didn't know you were in the goat business. I'm hoping maybe you can, you might see your way to make a little extra profit and benefit the state if you could bring those goats up around Haralson County, Carroll County over there and let them eat some of that stuff that's growing on the right of way.
I'm with you on that. You know, one of the good things about part of the HB 170 that passed will be that we will have some more money to be able to put into maintenance now. We are going to go back in and look at trying to preserve our right of ways a little better. We've asked them to increase probably the mowing by at least one more time this next year than we have been in the past, as well as working with a little pickup. But I'll be glad to bring them up there, but hopefully we'll be able to take care of it.
Like a win-win scenario.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you so much. And Senator Ken.
Thank you, Madam Chair. You know, it's a great honor to be at a joint meeting, but one of the things as planning director, I want to know if you're colorblind or what, but this is the only time in my life I've worn this frickin' tie. It was given to the state DOT board members, and I'm going to cut it off when I get done with the meeting today, but can you work on a color scheme that might be not as bright?
Because I'm not an orange person. I don't like that orange.
Red and black is good.
Thank you, Senator. And Chairman McCall.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I just want to express to everybody in here what you already know, that I have a utmost confidence in Jay. He and I sat next to each other for, 13 years on the floor. I don't want to say it, but my button on my voting machine knew his finger better than it did mine about half the time when we were farming or something and I wasn't here. But I do want you to understand that your commissioner is from Northeast Georgia.
Yes.
He is pretty much your boss. And there's a neglected part of the state of Georgia as far as 4 lanes and highways up on Northeast Corridor between I-20 and I-85. And we really want to keep the commissioner happy, don't we?
Absolutely. Just so you'll know, that's actually one of the projects right now that we're looking at studying. Just, in fact, had a conversation last Thursday about that specific issue. We're already working on that.
You'll go far.
Yeah.
Senator Gooch, at this time, would you like to entertain a motion?
I would. On a serious note, I would like to make a couple comments about our new director of planning. I think the House and the Senate Transportation Committees have worked well together. In the 5 years I've been on the committee, it's been a pleasure working with Jay and all of you. And I think this year was probably our biggest year for obvious reasons. A lot of states around our country are looking at Georgia's plan and how we did it, and they're asking questions. I've talked to several reporters, even out in Chicago and other places. They're asking how we did what we did, and it was because of the efforts of the executive and legislative branches. But we recognize a problem, and we took charge of it, and we did our jobs, and we passed a bill I think that'll move us into the future. And Jay's leadership helped get us there, and I think you'll be an excellent addition to the DOT staff. You have a great commissioner behind you that I've known for many, many years, as you have, and I think he'll do a wonderful job as well. So I'll continue to support DOT any way I can. So just call on us as you need us, and we look forward to working with you and the team that Russell has over there at DOT. So with that, I'd like to move that we approve the confirmation of Jay Roberts as the Director of Planning for the Department of Transportation.
Thank you, Senator Gooch, and all of those who have seconded. Thank you very much. At this time, Chairman Williams and I and this Joint Commission confer on you the title of Planning Director of the State Department. Oh, well, you do vote. You do vote.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Is there further discussion? I was so excited about him getting this position.
Let's go to lunch.
Is there further discussion? At this time?
I have a question.
Yes, sir, Senator.
Uh-oh.
This comes from a former chairman and Senator Mullis, and he has a question that wanted me to ask about the grand circulation of roads compared to the grand circulation of water in Thomas Carlyle's book. You had any?
That is absolutely, that is a good comparison. And when you look at the two, about the network that each one of them has created and the movement of individuals throughout this state, that is, as you know, Sir Thomas Carlyle and Sorta Resortis is a great book that would probably be for each and every person that's in this body to read. They would get a lot out of it, and I appreciate those teachings from him as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, all in favor of his confirmation, say aye. Aye. Those opposed?
Thank y'all.
You are so welcome. Congratulations.
They had those rehearsed. I don't think either one of them did.